having an impact on the following. So the first thing will be to create jobs through a comprehensive farmer support program. Second one will be boosting the city of Ekurhuleni economy with the correct investment and collaborations, providing skills development and capacity building of farmers, and boosting the city of Ekurhuleni agricultural growth and development, sustainable production of crops with high yield for the city of Ekurhuleni high potential agricultural farmland, and the last one will be improving food security. So with these objectives, you can see that everyone will be covered who will be partaking in this process of getting the land release program, since we are looking at farms ranging from, as we can call it, a social farm 1, which ranges from 0 to 5 hectares, social farm 2, which ranges from 5 to, and then it will be unfolded. So everyone will be accommodated, so there won't be any foul play in terms of others who will say, no, we're not accommodated in the process of farm release program. So in terms of our vision, we want to have a transformed, more productive, and sustainable agricultural sector within the city that will stimulate social and economic growth. So this is the highlight of available agricultural land within the city. You can see that from different colors which are on the map, which are the yellowish color. It indicates the agricultural zone land. So you can see that we've got more agricultural zone land than the other lands in terms of the color as indicated on the map. So in terms of the agricultural status quo, the dominant commodities in the city are mainly livestock, which are beef and pork, grain and legumes, which are mainly maize and soybean. We've got poultry, which are mainly layers and broilers. Vegetables, we've got a variety of vegetables which can be planted within the city. So, and the additional one, which is the last one, which focuses mainly on the floriculture, aquaculture, essential oils, such as geraniums and as well as the herbs. But we are also looking at the cannabis industry. So those who are interested in planting cannabis for medicinal and other use are more than encouraged to look at that, because we are in the process of developing a plan, as well as looking at the possibilities of implementing the cannabis or developing the cannabis industry within the city, which will require us to do more of studies to determine whether that industry is going to be feasible or not. So our 2021 program of action will focus mainly on the key identified actions, which include the land release program. That is why today we are here talking to everyone who is interested in getting a fair share of land to produce or to participate economically within the city of Ekurhuleni through agriculture. So the development of sustainable production systems, which will be implemented through the city with the support of the city of Ekurhuleni to the farmers who needs to develop and produce using sustainable and the new type of method of production systems. So the knowledge support and capacity building, this one is given because we have to handhold our farmers through our production, as well as capacitating them so that they can produce what is required by the market. Funding and investment, this is one of the most important aspects which needs to be looked at, so that farmers can be able to access funding as well as to invest on those funds which will be allocated to the potential or potential bidder or the successful bidders. The last one will be under the institutional linkage development, where we need to handhold farmers, talk through different institutional linkages such as ARC and others, when they are, on the ground doing their operations. I would like to thank you for listening, and then there will be time for question and answers. But before we get there, I believe that someone will be connecting on a different platform from our supply chain so that they can take us through the supply chain process on how the farmers or potential investors can, bid or understand what needs to be completed when they're bidding for their farms. Thank you very much for listening to me. All right. In the meantime, when we are trying to get someone from the IT to connect, let us try to open the tender document. Here we go. So that the potential bidders can see, and then our supply chain management guys can take us through the process. Yeah, we will be connecting soon. Just bear with us. I think they are currently sorting out some technical glitches at the back. Just bear with us for a second. It looks like we are winning now. Somebody will be connecting soon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting time, it looks like we're still having a technical glitch on the other side where somebody from supply chain should connect. Uh, I hope you do have the document in front of you. So what I would like to suggest now is that I would like to open this session now for question and answers, which I will address based on the information on the tender document. Is that all? Is that fine? Any question from the floor?
Testing.
I would like to repeat, is there any question from the floor? We are ready for your questions. Okay, in the meantime, um, Okay. Thank you very much. We had a technical glitch again, but it looks like it has been sorted. So those who are on different platforms, especially Teams, they are more than welcome to ask any questions. And then I've got a question from Facebook here, from Mura Radali. So the lease agreement of 9 years might not be sufficient to realize role on some of the in-phasage farming activities, which requires significant investment like commercial piggery. What will be the conditions to extend or renew the lease period? That one is once your performance is satisfactory to the city, it will be extended, because if you will be able to pay the lease or the rental which is required by the municipality, you shouldn't be having any problem of extending your lease to move forward, since your business will be making money in order for you to continue farming or expanding your business. Thank you. I don't know whether it's Mr. Mura Radali. Thank you very much for your question. So I would like to also touch a bit on the processes of how we're going to allocate farms to the successful bidders. In this regard, we will be looking at the functionality, where we look at the bidder's experience as well as the bidder's proposal, to lease, the city's own, the council-owned farms. So we also look at the issue of pricing, in terms of how much are you willing to pay the city when you get allocated the farm as a successful bidder. So your pricing is going to be considered in the process. We are also going to look at what exactly are you going to be doing or farming with, or are you gonna, or doing your agro processing? That is another part which we'll be doing on what kind of activities are you going to, do on your farm. So these are the main three major criteria which are going to be used when we are, assessing the applications, or the application for the bidders. Thank you. So you're more than welcome to ask, any question. Especially those who are on Teams, we want to give you an opportunity to ask any questions. And then the other thing which I'd like to add is that the tender will close at 10:30 in the morning on the 31st of August. Please take note of that. And then you are also more than welcome to contact the department at Corner 4 Tracker and Monument Road in Cape Town Park, as well as, when I say the department, I'm referring to the Department of Economic Development, as well as, the officials at the Ekurhuleni Fresh Produce Market. They will be available to assist you with any questions, as well as, guiding you through, the completion of the, or filling up of the tender document. If you have any question, so feel free to contact us at any time. We are more than willing to assist so that everyone can be accommodated. We understand that there are those potential bidders who are not used to, the tender document, but please feel free to contact us. I will also leave my contact details so that you can contact me directly if you have any challenge, so that we can, be able to accommodate everyone. Thank you. Can we get questions from different platforms? Okay, thank you. Mr. Radali, if you're still on the platform, you are more than welcome to ask us, a follow-up questions if you do have. Is someone is asking a question? From who? We've got another question here, an interesting question coming from Zanele on how do we get the historical about available funds. I think now Zanele is trying to ask us on how can she get information about the farms which are available in terms of where the farms are exactly at. So Zanele, provide you with information about where the farms are located. We do have available maps. We can share that with you. Just contact us so that we can email you the coordinates so that you can see where exactly the farms are located. Thank you very much. Here we go. Thank you very much. There's another question coming from Carol Kobe. The question is how to apply farming, also how to apply for farming land lease agreement as skills training to provide the student. Oh, okay. Yes, what she's trying to ask here is that she's saying that she only why should she apply for the for the farms or be part and party of the farm release program, while she only had a theory which was taught at the college. So the answer here is that we are going to, once you are a successful bidder, in the process, as I alluded earlier on in the presentation, where I was explaining how the strategy is going to be implemented, I'm referring to the agriculture and agro-processing strategy of the city. We are going to provide skills development programs where farmers are going to be capacitated through different training programs so that they can have a practical experience on how farming is done. So Carol, you are in the right city if you want to be trained on different agricultural practices which will empower you in terms of you acquiring practical experience in terms of farming based on the industry or the commodity which you will be focusing on. Thank you. The other question is on the presentation, which we have just presented. The question is that, are we going to circulate the presentation? The answer is yes. The presentation will be circulated to all those who have registered on our database or those who have registered to attend this session. So the presentation will be circulated to you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, are there any other questions? Those who are on Teams, could you please shout? We are here to listen to to your questions, and please show us your interest. We are really interested in listening to your concern and the questions, so that when we thank you. Okay, thank you very much, madam, on the floor. So I guess there are no more questions, but if you want to send us, any questions in writing, you are more than welcome to send them through, and then we'll attend to you via email. And we would like to close this session, and then the next session will be on the 18th of August 2021 in Tembisa at the council chambers. So we are inviting you to come and join us there, so that we can brief you about the farm release program, as well as the processes which needs to be undertaken when you are completing your tender document. However, due to COVID-19 regulations, we will only allow 50 people to be accommodated in the hall. However, those who are also interested in connecting through different platforms are more than welcome to register. The link will be sent to you. Please, please participate so that you can be informed about the agriculture and agro-processing development strategy of the city, as well as how can you be allocated land through the land release program, based on the functionality, the price, and what they're going to do on that farm as indicated or as alluded in the tender document. But however, if you have any questions before we move to our next session in Tembisa, feel free to contact us. You can contact Elizabeth Nowata. She will be able to, send all the questions to different, officials who are responsible for the implementation of the agriculture and agro-processing strategy within the city, as well as linking you to our supply chain officials, who will be able to also explain to you what needs to be done when you're completing the tender document. And at that note, I would like to thank you for attending, and I would like to close the session now. Thank you very much. The session is adjourned. Thank you.